The Australian federal election is heating up, and a controversial proposal to eliminate penalties for high-emission vehicles is facing intense scrutiny. At the heart of the debate is a seemingly simple question: can we trust the numbers? Recent investigations by Guardian Australia have unearthed significant discrepancies in the coalition's claims, casting doubt on the very foundation of their proposed policy. The coalition's media release prominently featured a Toyota RAV4, citing a projected $9,700 price increase due to upcoming emissions penalties. However, a closer examination reveals a critical flaw. The specific RAV4 model cited is no longer in production. This immediately raises concerns about the credibility of the figures used to justify their policy. Was this an oversight, a deliberate misrepresentation, or something more sinister? The public deserves answers. Senator Bridget McKenzie, the Shadow Minister for Infrastructure, Transport, and Regional Development, attempted to deflect criticism by shifting the blame to the government. She argued that the government has yet to release the underlying modeling that justifies its carbon emissions targets and the associated penalties for family cars and utes. This lack of transparency only serves to fuel the growing skepticism surrounding the coalition's proposal. The situation is further complicated by previous pronouncements. Last year, the government published figures illustrating hefty penalties for vehicles like the Ford Ranger, predicting costs ranging from $11,350 to $17,950 under the strictest National Vehicle Emissions Standards, NVES, by 2029. Remarkably, this crucial information was conspicuously absent from the coalition's recent media campaign, a glaring omission that raises serious questions about their commitment to transparency and accuracy. Adding fuel to the fire is a scathing letter from Tesla, which, at the time of the government's initial announcements, accused the Federal Chamber of Automotive Industries, FCAI, of repeatedly making demonstrably false claims. This accusation casts a long shadow over the entire process, suggesting a pattern of misleading information that extends beyond a simple data error. The use of outdated or inaccurate vehicle models to build the case against emissions penalties raises serious questions about the coalition's approach to climate policy and its commitment to honest and transparent political discourse. The implications of this controversy are far-reaching. If the coalition's numbers are demonstrably flawed, it undermines the credibility of their entire policy proposal. Eliminating penalties for high-emission vehicles would have significant environmental consequences, potentially hindering Australia's efforts to reduce its carbon footprint and meet its international climate commitments. The use of a discontinued model in the core argument suggests a lack of due diligence and a potential attempt to mislead the public. This isn't just about a single vehicle model. It's about the integrity of the data used to inform crucial policy decisions affecting the entire nation. The Australian public deserves a comprehensive and transparent explanation, not just deflection and vague accusations. Until the government releases the full modeling data and addresses the concerns raised by Tesla and Guardian Australia's investigation, serious doubts remain about the validity of the coalition's proposal and its underlying motivations. The upcoming election necessitates a thorough examination of this issue, demanding accountability and a commitment to evidence-based policymaking. The consequences of relying on flawed information are too significant to ignore. This controversy underscores the importance of rigorous fact-checking and transparency in political discourse, particularly when dealing with issues as critical as climate change and environmental policy. The Australian electorate deserves better than misleading statistics and convenient omissions. The time for answers is now.